Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. Today I'm featuring an indie brand. This is the Nomad Cosmetics Christmas Market Germany palette. I'm going to show some swatches and we're going to dive in. Introducing Nomad Cosmetics' latest palette, the Christmas Market or CHRISTKINDLMARKT palette, the destination. Christmas time and all across Germany. Town squares framed by half-timbered houses and medieval churches come alive as the traditional Christmas markets, or CHRISTKINDLMARKTs, light up the season. Wander through the wooden stalls, brimming with treasures. Savor the scents of glühwein and roasted nuts, and join in the joyful holiday merriment. From sparkling Christmas trees to pirouetting pyramid, let the holiday magic begin. The palette. Santa, Sparkles, and O Tannenbaum. Peek through the windows of the Advent calendar-inspired packaging to discover a festive and charming holiday market. Inside, radiant shimmer and chrome shades are arranged in the shape of a twinkling Christmas tree at the center, surrounded by matte hues of fir green, St. Nicholas red, and marketplace neutrals. 6 mattes, 5 shimmers, and 3 duochromes, and 1 multichrome. Our cause? We are proud to support UNESCO World Heritage Center that helps conserve 55 sites in Germany. The palette is available now. All right, hopefully those swatches were helpful to you. This palette was generously gifted from Nomad Cosmetics, and I have a non-affiliated code with them, RIRI10, to save you 10% off. I'm also really quickly going to pop the first look up that I did, and in today's video I'm going to go more neutral. I will also come back and either do a shorts or something like that and show you guys a holiday look as well. The reason that I'm doing that is because I know kind of at first glance, if somebody's looking at this, maybe it might be a little bit intimidating, or somebody might say, oh, you know, that's just Christmas leaning and I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it. But in saying that, I do want to showcase the versatility of it. The look that I already did, I went in with the red all over the lid. I kind of left it pretty impactful here and then really fluffed out the edges to kind of get it a little bit more pink, if you will. And then I went in with this shade right here, Paper Star, for the inner corner and the first part. And then I went in with Carousel and just kind of tapped into it so it wouldn't be as opaque, and then put that on kind of the mobile lid. Just again, trying to showcase the versatility here. I feel like you could absolutely go very neutral, which is what we're going to do today. You could absolutely go holiday, and then you could do pops of color. You could make it a little bit more kind of year-round friendly, if you will. I'm also going to note too, and I've only seen 2 other people comment this. I thought I was the only one. But if you look at it, it is placed in here in a manner in which the shimmers actually create a Christmas tree, and then like there's a Christmas tree topper. I don't know if that was intentional. I'm sure it was, but it's the attention to detail that I really love about Nomad Cosmetics. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a very neutral, natural look for today. I'm gonna go ahead and prime, as I always do, with my Alter Ego eyeshadow base. It is my all-time favorite. I did purchase this one. They do send me PR from time to time. They sent me one with a palette and I fell in love with it. It is now my all-time favorite kind of standard eyeshadow primer. It gives a tiny veil of coverage. It's very thin. It doesn't feel like thick and drying and stuff like that. And it gives me enough of a cancellation of just veining or sallowness or anything like that. And gives me a really, good canvas for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to scoot up just a little bit. Hopefully the lighting and everything is okay for you guys. If it is not, I'm sorry. My other phone went kaput, and thank goodness I had insurance. So I am on a different phone. I don't know that my settings and stuff are right just yet. So I'm sorry if it's not. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to work from light to dark today. I want to just kind of showcase, again, it being very versatile, very beginner friendly. And normally I would start probably like dark to light so I can get more impact, but I'm going to start with the lightest shade. This is Christmas Pyramid, and I'm just going in with kind of a standard fluffy brush, and I'm going to pop that pretty much all the way up to the brow bone. I'm laying my brush on the side and getting just kind of a veil of that shadow. And what this is going to do is set the base if I wanted to set my base. It's also going to add just a little bit of kind of lightness and brightness right here. But then because you have a shadow here, all of the rest of the matte shades, the rest of your blending is just going to be that much easier. So if you are someone that has issues with blending, and maybe not as comfortable blending your mattes and stuff like that, like this is a really good tip. And again, kind of staying very high up. Keeping in the exact same brush, and I'm just going to go to the next shade, which is Krampus. Same exact thing. I'm going to come just a little bit lower this time. And I have found, based upon swatches and based on doing one look already, this is their, you know, standard formula. Like I say all the time, I think that Nomad has a very, very nice and very consistent formula, both in the matte formula and their shimmer formula. So I had no issues blending or layering or building or anything like that with my first look. And you could do the exact same thing that I'm doing, but work from dark to light. And I only like to do that because if I'm really trying to build intensity and depth, if I'm going in with this last, you guys will kind of see that. I'll get it there, but if I go in with this shade first and stamp it into place, it's going to be more true to pan and a lot more pigmented. So again, just going in, fluffing it through the crease area. I go slightly above my crease so that you can see it once I open my eyes, because I do have hooded lids. And I like that they incorporated, like, we've got some like bluey purple shades in here. We've got, of course, kind of traditional red and green, but there's a lot of neutrality in here. And then the different, and in the different shimmer shades kind of paired with those, I think they did a beautiful job in that. And Nomad, I speak to this all the time. They are one of my all-time favorite brands. They have been well before I ever even received PR or anything from them. They're just genuinely really good, kind-hearted people. They give back. And it's the attention to detail as well, like their packaging, the names, the theming, things like that. Even in this, kind of creating the Christmas tree, again, I'm assuming that was, you know, intentional, but creating the Christmas tree, it's that I really, really love about them. And then they give back. I also really love the concept of being nomadic, being a traveler, and then them kind of sharing those travels with us. Like, how special is that? You know, to have a brand that they're basically sharing their lives with us through, you know, their color stories and stuff like that. I love that. All right, I am fine where I'm at here. I'm gonna go into a slightly smaller, kind of still fluffy, but more pinched brush. I'm gonna go over here to Nutcracker, which is a deep, dark chocolate brown. And I'm gonna stamp it, whoa. I'm gonna stamp it first in place. Again, I like to build up depth on my outer corner and then kind of fluff that up to meet that other shade. And I'm keeping this on probably the outer half or so. And if I wanted to further intensify this, I could absolutely go in with the black. This is more of a very deep, dark charcoal gray versus being like a very dark, inky black. But I like that I can go in with the neutrals, pop it with any of the shimmers. I think going in with the black and in this shade right here, which is a beautiful multi-chrome, that would be so beautiful. I'm good here. I do want to show you guys what I mean in terms of like building up full pigment. I'm going to go in with a kind of firm smudger brush. I'm going to pick up quite a bit of product and I'm going to stamp it in place and not mess with it. And just to kind of show you, this is what my first step would have been had I been working from dark to light. So you can see on this side, placing it and just pressing it in place versus kind of putting it down and then kind of fluffing it out a little bit. So I'm going to finish fluffing this out. And for these to all be, you know, neutral leaning, sometimes layering too many browns, too many grays, things like that, it can start to become kind of patchy and muddy, and the gradient is there. The gradient looks beautiful and I'm happy with the blend that I have thus far. I am going to go ahead and prime with my Gourmande Girls Glitter Primer, which I'm almost out of. I paid for this myself also. And with Gourmande Girls, I have an affiliated code. It's RERE10 for 10% off. And the reason I love this so much, I literally use it every single time I do my makeup. I mention it in almost every single video. It's very thin and serum-like and slippy, and it gives a little bit of tack without being goopy, without being like chunky and stuff like that. It does not disrupt the mattes underneath, as you guys can tell. Oh, there's so many beautiful ones. I kind of want to go into this because it lends itself to going with a neutral look. I definitely think I want to save the green to do more of like my holiday look. I've already used Paper Star in this. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I feel like I think I am going to use this. I think I'm going to go in with this on the front half. I am going to leave a little bit of space. I might go in with that like really light bright green. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's pretty. That is perfect for a neutral leaning look. Ooh. Do you like holiday palettes? Do you kind of generally steer clear of them for the reasons that I kind of mentioned, that, you know, maybe some people look at this and they're like, nah, you know, that's solely Christmas or solely holiday. I don't think I'm gonna like that. You know, I don't think I could use it year round. And do you celebrate Christmas? And what are some of your favorite holiday traditions? I'd love to know. Happy November, by the way. Can we believe it's already November? Because I can't. It's pretty wild. This might be lighter. Oh, I'm gonna pop this right on the center of the lid. Ooh, okay, that worked good too. Pretty. Ooh. Oh yeah, that is stunning. Okay, I think I am gonna go into this. This is like green, taupey, kind of natural neutral, but at a very like harsh angle. I'm kind of seeing pink. So I'm gonna go in with just a standard kind of inner corner, very small pencil style brush. Whoa, that picked up really good, maybe too much. I'm gonna pop that on the inner corner. And with these types of shades, they're gonna kind of lend themselves to kind of transforming. As you can see, it's fiery green. They kind of lend themselves to kind of fading into and kind of merging with whatever color you've put with them. Like if I were to put this with pink, maybe we would see the pink a little bit more, but because this is more greens, I think we're definitely like seeing a little bit more green from this. And this is, of course, you guys will see it up close, this is incredibly sparkly. It's so daggone beautiful, y'all. Yeah, I feel like this year is literally flown by, which I feel like I say that every year, but this year I'm like, like I feel like it went from my birthday in March to now, and it's been like a month. That's how I feel. Okay, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that. I think I'm gonna mix it with this and pop that right here. And now I am a fan of a beaming inner corner, or like, you know, a neon inner corner or something like that. I also really like something at the brow bone. If you do not, you literally could have just put those two shades and called it a day. You don't have to put anything up at the brow bone or anything like that. You don't have to pop anything on the inner corner. Again, my goal is to just show the versatility in the palette. That looks insanely beautiful, you guys. Okay, let me clean this up. I'll probably show you guys what I'm using, maybe just kind of speed it up or whatever, and put music to this part, but I'm basically just gonna take a little beauty Q-tip. I always just put a little bit of like micellar water or something like that. I'm just gonna clean this up a tiny bit. I'll do the rest with you guys. We'll come back and do some thoughts. All right, I'm gonna go in and do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with that smudger brush I was kind of demoing with you guys. And I'm gonna go into the very dark brown called Nutcracker. I'm gonna run that on the lower lash line. Again, you could omit this step. I feel like it just kind of completes the look for me personally. But if you don't wanna do this step, definitely don't do this step. I'm gonna line with this Illuminati liner. I think it's the shade Air, but I don't see a shade on here, so I'm not 100% sure. You could, of course, keep this very soft and very neutral, natural, and go in with a light brown. You can go in with white, a cream color, black, if you so choose. Then for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline mascara. And for the upper lashes, I'm going to go in with the Milani Highly Rated. And I'll be RB. And this is my completed look using the brand new Nomad Cosmetics Christmas Market Germany palette. I would like to know what you guys think. Is this a color story that kind of calls to you? And are you somebody that looked at the palette and you were like, no way, I don't want to get something I can only use for Christmas or for holiday? Or are you somebody like me that you kind of view a palette and you kind of break it down into different individual color stories? In my personal opinion, I think you could use this year round. I love the color story, and I do feel like it is Nomad's standard, really good quality formulas. Yeah, and I really love this look. Of course, you'll see it up close and stuff too, but that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will be announcing my 7,000 subscriber giveaway very, very soon. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. You can also hype this video. You can turn on post notifications so you never miss one of my uploads. And there's a join button down below that you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. Also, I have Durismus Vlogmas coming up starting December 1st. That is my marathon. And I have tons of little secret giveaways sprinkled into all of those videos. I've been busy pre-filming those. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the upcoming holiday season. You guys know if you've been here with me for a while, as soon as it hits like October 1st, baby, I'm in the zone. The weather has cooled down. It's holiday season, all the different holidays and stuff like that. Family time, my son's birthday. I get to see my son a little bit more during this time of the year as well. So it fuels me, it warms my soul. And regardless of what I have going on, this is just a friendly reminder to you guys too. Life has been trash recently, for the past couple of years actually. And while yes, I'm overwhelmed and sometimes at my wit's end, I also just try to take a breath and remind myself like, hey, the storm is going to pass. Whatever you may be going through right now, you're not alone. And please understand, like, don't sit in it, which I know that's so hard not to do, you guys, but this is something I tell to my son, you know, to my friends and family. Don't allow yourself to kind of sit in that sadness or that anger or whatever, you know, whatever you may be feeling at that time. Try to just remind yourself like, hey, I've been through this, I'm going to get through this too, and this will pass. And if you need love and hugs and prayers and love and light and all the things, I'm sending that out to you guys. And very quickly, just thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come into my space. Thank you for allowing me into your space. Time is the most important and valuable asset any of us has because we are on borrowed time. So for you to take your time to come and watch, you guys, I appreciate it more than I'll ever be able to express. And then on the flip side, if you don't like me, please don't watch. It's literally as simple as that. I am not going to tolerate bullying. I'm not going to tolerate being shit on and stuff like that. I didn't sign up for that. None of us signs up for that, and I don't deserve it, just like you don't deserve it. There are people and things and comments and stuff like that that I also don't like. Guess what? I move along. It's as easy as that. I will never understand why somebody will go hate follow and hate watch somebody and then leave trashy comments. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me at all. It's as easy as don't click and don't subscribe. Block me, unfollow me, whatever you got to do, honey. Okay. But yeah, to the ones that are supportive and loving and kind, thank you guys so much. I genuinely have the best beauty family here. I have the best community here. You guys, we are a family. We love and uplift and support one another. And aside from a very few crappy trolly comments and stuff like that and people being ugly to me, this has been inexplicable in terms of how it makes me feel, and the fact that so many of you, even when I'm off camera and stuff like that, so many of you tell me how I've changed your lives, and I want you guys to know that you guys have equally changed mine. I don't do this for money. If that was the case, I would have stopped 7.5 years ago. I make very, very little money. This has never been about money. This is about me having a safe space me hopefully offering you guys a safe space, us building a community, and honestly just having other people that I can connect to that are like-minded. If you love all things beauty and stuff like that, then maybe this is the place for you. All that being said, thank you guys so much. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.